All right, guys, guess who's back? It is Dan with RPM, Radical Pit Viper Motors, here for a very, very special episode. We haven't done one of these in almost a year, I think now, but they hit me up. They wanted me to help out with the telethon in the best way possible. So Pit Viper's actually had this thing for a while now. It's been sitting in my garage. I've been thinking about rebuilding it, and now is the perfect time for this. I'm gonna introduce you to the newest part of RPM, this 1983 Honda ATC 185S. If you didn't know, the S, it stands for sport, because this thing, for 185, is super fast, man. But if you can't tell, there is so much wrong with this, and I literally have like a day or two to build it in a Pit Viper fashion, because that's right, we're gonna give this thing away at the end of the telethon. But I mean, just look, like, I don't know what that is. That's all rust. That's gross. I don't know what that is either. Every single tire is flat. It doesn't even look like it doesn't even have a pull start. The nice part, the engine is free. It still turns, I can get it to go. It's a little crooked, but man, this thing is going to be so sick when I am done with it. So I just moved into a new shop here. It's a little messy, but you can see, big fan three-wheelers. Got a bunch of them. This one, worst one I've ever seen. I just got it up on the stand. Finding more problems left and right. The nice part is though, all that right there, that's all brand new parts. All that, I can use all those parts. This is gonna be fun. First thing we're gonna do quick, I'm a little scared to do this. We're gonna see if this thing even has any oil in it. All right, so this is the hardest part about this. So I'm doing it all by myself. So I'm sorry if this video, is not that good. I'll try to get right up in there. That look good. A little dark. Let's see what this oil looks like. Oh, so that was like a drop of oil. It's kind of black. It kind of looks like there's metal in there. Oh, I got some on my face. Fuck. Okay. Let's see if any more comes out. That is the dirtiest looking oil I've seen in a while. All right, so we got the oil draining out. Tilt her up a little bit, get it all out of there. Quick rundown of what's going on. The exhaust, completely rusted apart. Every imaginable part looks broken. Has a spark plug. It has a spark plug. We got that going for us right now. The tank right here, that's some JB Weld. You don't want that. Full of rust. So this is gonna be a long project. The first step right now that we gotta get to is we're gonna fully break it down. Rip every single thing apart out of her. I'm getting more worried the more I look at this thing. It definitely sat most of its life outside. Parts are gonna break. I hope I have everything to fix it. So here's the fun part now. I get to tear this thing down. I'm gonna speed it up for you because I don't want you to see how long this actually takes me to do, because it could be a while. Right, so that took me about an hour, I think. We are fully broken down. Let's go. We just got a frame. There's not too much rust on it, dude. She's gonna clean up super nice. And I know I was saying, I thought it was an 83. 1982. It still has the original sticker. Phew. A couple things I gotta figure out. This exhaust is just locked on here. I gotta take this motor apart. I don't know if I'm gonna show all of that. You guys don't need to see the motor getting rebuilt. I'm gonna do some cool stuff though. And this thing, you know, being in 1982, it's what, 40 years old now. It had some grime on there. It took me forever. I let it sit in degreaser, scrubbed it with a wire brush, and now she's getting nice and clean. Good enough and prepped for paint now. Just so you can see the difference, because I'm still working on the engine. Just to give you a little idea of the difference of how dirty this thing is. Look at the grime where I scrubbed and where I didn't scrub. It looks clean on the inside, which is nice. I think this engine's gonna fire right up. I still gotta figure out getting this exhaust off. It's locked on there, so it's gonna be interesting. So this is kind of a shoddy setup, but I would usually paint outside. But as you can tell, got some early season snow up here. So making it a little difficult. My garage doesn't have heat. Spray paint can is freezing cold. Fuck it, I gotta film too, and I keep dropping stuff. But I'm trying to do this as professional as I can. I want whoever wins this three-wheeler to be stoked. All of the cleaning and degreasing, which I normally honestly don't do. I usually just paint over all that shit. Has actually worked really well. This is just one coat. One coat, and she is a flossing. But to make it a little bit more Pit Viper, we're gonna give it that classic splatter paint look. You have a piece of cardboard, thick. You go like this, watch. Get it nice and thick on there, nice and thick. And you gotta watch out for how much of your velocity. Let it dry a little bit, let it dry a little bit, and you flick. All right, for my first time, I don't think I did too bad. Could have been better, but look at that. It looks pretty sweet, I think. Nice little custom Pit Viper paint job on the trike. Whoo! So we're gonna do the rest. We got all this. It's all gonna match, it's all gonna match. I think the frame though, oh, there is so much paint on my GoPro. It's messy doing the splatter job. So, little update here. You've been following along, but I'm on day 2 now. I thought this was gonna be quick. It has not been quick, to say the least. Frame though, ooh, flossing, ready to go. You might be asking yourself, hey Dan, why do you have 2 motors all of a sudden? And I'll show you over here, because I had to take my own personal trike and pull a motor out of it. Because this motor over here, after an hour of cleaning and going through it, I realized that the head's cracked and it's not gonna run no matter what I do. So you get this fully built Dan Valere motor, nice and black, ready to go, putting it in here. But I gotta put the axle back on the back, put the motor in, get the carb, run all the wires, and then we'll get to the interesting part. Because up until now, I just kind of broke this thing apart, painted it. It's looking really good. But right there, that's all brand new stuff to put on. That's where it's gonna get interesting, I promise. I mean, maybe you thought the other part of this was interesting. I don't know. Maybe with the editing magic that they do, it is really quick, and all of a sudden you're like, oh wow, Dan, that was only 2 minutes. It wasn't boring. It's been forever for me. Got the people helping out too. It's cold. It's cold right now. My garage does not have heat, so yeah, I'm gonna set this camera down and start putting this thing back together. need a nice chain for a nice three-wheeler. And look at that red. Thing's gonna be so nice on there. Let's go. I'll get a little close up of this part. Chain on, engine in. We are getting there. This is the part I have been excited for because I've been buying parts for this. Well, it's real cold out and these batteries keep dying on me, but what can you do? So like I was saying, boom, freshy red chain, real nice looking motor, getting back together. And this is the part I'm super excited for because I've honestly been buying parts for this thing. As soon as they told me, they were like, yo, build us a three-wheeler. I was like, sick. And I went shopping on Pit Viper's credit card. So, you're getting nice stuff with this. Let's see, we're gonna open this guy up right here. It's real hard to film myself opening a box. So sorry if this looks crazy. I'm gonna put you on the floor for a second. If I had a knife, it might help. Yeah. The box is open. You probably are guessing, what is this? It's a crazy shape. That's a lot of stuff in there. Woo! It is a freshly brand new pop. So surprisingly, DG, sick company, they still make pipes for this thing. Ooh! Fresh. It makes it sound so good too. It's a little 185S motor. Put a pipe on there though, you wake up the neighborhood for sure. Went with the all black because I wanted it to match. We are looking good. All right, so I messed up a little bit because I thought I was recording and I wasn't, because you know the old GoPro op record? I did that. But here's a little update. We got everything on, everything painted, brand new red chain, brand new air filter on a carb, like fully cleaned out, ready to go. Painting the outside of the pull start. We got a new CDI. We got a new coil. The wires are all run. Everything is ready to go. Rack is painted. And you might be saying, but Dan, where's the front? And you know, we can't just make a regular three-wheeler, it's Pit Viper. So what we're gonna do, well, first off, made these straight again, heated them up. They're straight out, they're still hot. Throw them over there. So as you can see, I got the front forks right here. And you're like, maybe like, hey Dan, once again, hey Dan, lots of hey Dans. Why'd you do this? Why you got those white marks there? Because we're gonna make this a swamp chopper. That's right, a swamp chopper. You probably don't even know what that is, but pretty much you leave this all regular. We're gonna take this and extend it. We're gonna extend the fuck out of it, okay? So that you sit in like a chopper. It's gonna be sick. So I welded these braces in to keep this front part true when I cut this off. And then I'm gonna sleeve it. So you're gonna put a cylinder on the inside, a little bit smaller than this, goes on the inside. Then you take one the same size and you sleeve it, weld it all together, boom, swamp chopper. okay? Okay, and I don't know what to say. I'm burnt out. This has been taking so long. But we're getting to the fun part. Look at this. Ooh. First part of the swamp extended forkies is pretty done. I'm gonna clean up some holes in my welds. So as you can see, you go like this. You go inner, outer. So it's nice and strong when we put this back in here like so. Boom. It's fucking huge. It's gonna be falling out. All right, so we ran into some issues. The first one is I made the front too big. So I cut it down. It's out in my back shed over there. We're getting it painted. And I figured something else out too. At first, I took my nice tires off my 200X because I figured these would look sick on there. But screw that, look at these things. Ooh, it looks sick. We got brand new Myers plastics. Boom. But she is almost done. Is someone gonna win this? I really wish Jake George didn't come up and like bug me because this would have already been done. Now I'm scrambling, but she's coming together. One thing I'm not gonna do, I'm not even gonna touch this tank. I like the patina it has. It's the original big red tank. It's clean on the inside. I touched up all the motor mounts and painted them. We got the pull start on. She's just hanging right now, kind of sketchy. Okay, so we're getting to kind of the final parts of this thing. You know, there's a couple more things I gotta build and I just gotta put it together. And then one of you lucky people is gonna win it, I guess. So, boom, shifter. But you can't have just like a regular shifter on a swamp trike, on a swamp chopper, right? So I'm gonna make a suicide shifter. But to do that, I'm actually gonna use parts of this old shifter from 1982. So you can see right here, I'm gonna cut those welds off, and then I'm gonna build something dope. All right, so we got this little piece we needed off the shifter. Boom, that hooks right on and kick. And we're gonna take it and weld it onto this big, long piece of steel. So I'm gonna take this, that whole thing, I'm gonna bend it sweet, I'm gonna make a nice little shifter, and then you hand shift it. Kaka. So in true RPM fashion, I'm not measuring shit. It's all with the iometer. I look at it, I bend it. Take my trusty propane torch, we heat this thing up. Now it's time you need a handle. I got an idea for this. I found this in the back of my truck the other day. See if I can get it. Right, that looks sick on there. Check all this out. All right, we got the old tank back on. Got our shit. Ooh, shifty. I installed a full battery. So three-wheelers, they don't have batteries on them. These guys wanted me to do something that needed power. So, made this little battery port right here. Runs to here, and as you can tell right there, we got full underglow kit. But this is the interesting part. So, where is it? This, right here. So that's a normal ball bearing from the future, some would say. You know, spins. These trikes, though, have these that go there. So you gotta take some grease and you gotta place each individual ball to make the ball bearing. Got my grease gun. Take some grease and put it on my fingy. It's really cold, boom. So right here, we got a bunch of grease on her. Right there, boom. Got yourself a ball bearing. I'll do it again on the top up here when I go through. Hardest part is I gotta get this on without any of those falling off. Watch this, ready? See this? Oh, she's standing on her own. I broke something. Let's go. All right, just gotta put the handlebars on. Last touches, just new waffy grips, boom. Then I just gotta put light on, put the front fender on, and honestly make sure it runs. Well, that's it, telethon viewers. RPM trike build is done. If you can't tell, I am sitting on it. It feels like you're doing a wheelie the whole time. But yeah, tune in tomorrow because I'm gonna bring this down to Salt Lake and we're gonna debut it live on the telethon. Tomorrow. You're gonna wanna tune in because that's how you're gonna figure out how you could win this thing. You could have your very own swamp chopper, just like me. I guess not like me because I'm giving it away.